Hi, welcome to How to RPG. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I want to talk about role-playing games, and the topic is designing your own mage tower, arcane tower, magical tower, whatever it is. How do you actually go about doing that? Now I want to keep this really basic, some basic concepts. The locations within your tower. Usually you're going to need stairs. Now you could run a spiral staircase right through the center of the tower, but that restricts the amount of space you have on each level, the size of your rooms, things like that. It is probably smarter to run a spiral staircase on the side of the tower leading up so that you have more use for each level of your tower. So the rooms can be a bit bigger, there's nothing obscuring it, nothing getting in the way, nothing right down the middle of the room. Also too, another big factor for designing a tower with multiple levels, that it's going to be a mage tower or an arcane tower, and that is just a standard staircase won't work because of the distance you have to travel. You need, if you have just a straight staircase, it's not going to work very well. It's not appropriate. The spiral staircase is still the most sensible thing to use. Now, what rooms or locations would you have in your tower? The lobby, a room providing a space in which one or more rooms or corridors could lead to. And this is usually your entrance. This will be your first floor, your bottom floor. Your mezzanine floor, which is basically an intermediate floor or floors. You could usually just use one for your mage tower, and it's open, and it looks down onto the lobby or the first floor. Why would you do that? Well, because while somebody's trying to fight their way in, if somebody's stupid enough to do that, you can shoot down various arrows and magic onto the first floor into the lobby from your mezzanine floor. Storage rooms. You need to have storage rooms for storing all the stuff that you have, just like anybody else. You need some closets. What about your workshop? A room in which you manufacture or fabricate or repair various things, whether that be armor, weapons, books, clothing, could be anything, and it will probably be related to being magical in some nature. Laboratory. A room with equipment for making potions and chemicals. Something set up specifically for that. The library. This is a room containing a collection of books or scrolls. This is where you have all of your archives set up. This is where you might do some of your study. Or you may decide that the library is just where you have the books. You actually have a set aside quiet place, a study with a desk, some chairs or one chair for doing your writing and your reading so that nobody else can interrupt you. So a study might be useful. Teleportation chambers. This is a room with a teleportation circle in it for traveling quickly throughout your world. And usually the teleportation circle is going to take you to other teleportation circles linked in that world. Fast travel is now an option. The portal chamber. If you've really got a bit of time, you may have a portal chamber. And this is going to be a room full of portals or doors that lead to different worlds outside of the world that you're on. And then right at the top, this is probably where you'll put your observatory. This is a room that houses an astronomical or a large telescope for studying the sky and the stars, for actually looking and gazing at the world above you. And that's probably all you really need. Now, there's lots of other things you could include into an arcane tower or a mage tower, but these are just the basics. This is at least a jumping off point. These are the things you probably almost always have, or certainly would be working towards in the first place. So I'm hoping this was useful and helpful to you. I want to thank you for listening and watching. I want to thank my patrons who support me so I can keep doing this. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.